Good evening, everyone. Hungaroring is one of my least favourite tracks out there, but we've got some dynamic weather, so that makes things a bit more interesting, a bit more better, a bit more bearable. So I look forward to it. Anything could happen. Let's see how it goes. I'm trying to figure out how to get my controls back to kind of spectator mode instead of driver, so I can see everyone's views and times. Viper, I think he's in the first lap. See what you can do.
Hello. There we go. Oh my god, my mute was off for some reason. My mic was off. I don't even know why that was. It might be because I actually unplugged everything earlier. That would make sense. Oh, Old Loss has just made. So I'm not going to do the introductions again. I've done it twice already. I'm not repeating myself for the third time, as my mother would say. But yeah, I was muted. Thank you. So welcome anyway. We've got changeable conditions and currently wet, but who knows, it's going to be a whole 24 hours before the next session, so who know what the computing gods give us. Old Lost Harbour is out there. We've got a 20 car grid, awesome stuff. Once again, I have to say this has probably been one of our strongest seasons for turnouts. Always is for GT4, to be fair. Complicated but well run reserve system.
Yeah, you're always guaranteed, or almost guaranteed, a full grid on Tuesday night.
Thank you for the kind words, Servi. Okay. Touch is saying the track conditions are improving. Oh yeah, I can see that. Just noticed the gaps in 5-minute intervals. How did that happen?
I can see a 2-minute interval in 7. So we've got a couple minutes at the end for last dash of the light.
No, I do love you, pal. Like, you went from that length to type that all out, and it's just awesome.
I should probably get the stream chat up here so I can see this.
That's exactly why I have it, so I can read it on there. Yeah, normally it's 10 minutes and half an hour, so I don't know whether what's changed for this, even better. It might be because it's only a quali session. But,
yeah, that could be it.
It's in third place at the moment. Because I'm going to lean right forward to see the screen. 19. Oh, that one, big run. And he pops himself into 8th.
We won't need to lean forward to see the gap in between Toby and Viper up at the top. It is absolutely massive.
Well, we've got this man out there as well. Well, actually, the Chevrolet normally does pretty well in the wet conditions, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just big, massive American V8. It's got so much weight to weigh it down. Keep it stuck to that track.
Shug, we need a bloody briefing with your updates and with your time changes and that lot. Mine's always times 1, keep it as standard as possible. Shug's like, no, have it all.
Let's make it as confusing as possible
Yeah.
for the drivers, comms. Let's just see what we can do.
So, keeps the drivers entertained, and definitely keeps the viewers entertained as well.
Absolutely.
So, I'm hoping I can get this command to work, so I don't have to keep pressing the buttons myself. Don't seem to work at the moment. But you carry on, mate.
Oh, look, a load of cars all punched up coming towards the line. Oh, let's start getting some space between them. There's a whole sector of track just completely sitting there lying empty. Saw this back in
Race at the moment.
he's just coming over the line just now. See if he can improve. Improvement there, might not even be on a lap. As we Odlos Harbour drops up to P7. It's still whopping 2.36 off the pace. Nothing yet for Goose or BoATV, who's just jumping in the second sector now. Right in between the lines, you get a lot of kind of leniency. A lot of the corners around here, but it should be so tricky to even keep it between those and invisible lines. And just a wee bit twitchy in the exit. It's going to be so hard to keep it on the track in these S's, and especially on that first lap when you're more than likely going to be next to someone. It could get quite hairy, quite interesting.
5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes remaining, we seem to just have a yellow flag out every 5 seconds.
747, we just jumped straight back to the pits as we jumped on board. Good evening,
Toby up
Seekers.
next.
Yeah, I'll try and get this working next week. The problem with these things is the only time you can test them is while streaming.
Yeah, there's no real way to kind of just pop up a stream and people just not join in. And
you should have a Moody channel. Moody channel? Just saying. They're like Babe Station.
I see Toby, he comes over starting you up.
Probably asked me a genuine question the other day. Is Babe Station still going? But Axis has popped himself into fifth question. Fifth question, fifth place. But Axis just We Flavor Rose has just popped him down to fifth. Jesus.
The important questions here on BoATV.
Yes. Questions that nobody asked. Morgan's coming.
But the people still want to know.
Yeah.
That's a big gap of just nothingness.
Don't give
Seems to love being just so bunched up.
Yeah, big gap at the moment. We've got Danny car 414 coming around.
People want to have a better turn of events tonight. Try and capitalise on it. He's not been the most successful yet in these first weeks. He's just been quite unlucky, but Olaf, he's not putting a lap yet and he's sitting the wrong way just after turn 1. Small improvement there for Danny, but stays in 16th as we've got car number 30 coming up next.
My car's 17, Toby. Can he stretch that lead out anymore? I don't know how he does what he does, but he's doing it. Is it because it's so ugly that nobody wants to drive that car?
I think it must be because it's actually a really fun car to drive.
Yeah.
And it's very successful. You see the times he's putting in.
Yeah, there might be the driver as well.
Yeah. Maybe a lot to do with that.
big one's just a massive jump there, as Surf just mentioned as well. Track is getting drier. So watch the time start to tumble. 73 next. ACC, he does improve as well. Where did he go? No, did he?
Actually sitting 11th.
Yeah, got that wrong way round. Morgan is coming across the lines all the way down in 10th at the moment. And that's where he stays once again.
This is going to be his last chance to improve.
We've got Dove coming round. He's strong at the moment in 3rd place. But he did not improve. Hoku, newcomer in the league anyway. Not
I think he's been.
Bubba.
Yeah, he's been in and out of GT4 a couple of times, I think, but he's always been around BoA. He's always been there.
Yes, he's the Discord warrior. Nothing gets past him. We're gonna give Officer Rosa a moderator, a YouTube moderator spot if he wants it. I don't think he's out there tonight. He's
What, racing?
Yeah, I see him.
He's pulled out of GT4, I believe, to focus on GT3.
Okay, yeah, some people did have problems jumping between the two. So we just spread the lead? Not too sure.
No, he's not improved there, I don't think.
Big one comes across the line. He does not improve this time. He's got trainer cars behind him as well. Axis. Why am I? Really can't see that. So I do know we've got Morgan coming across the line. And he takes a checker flag from nowhere.
When it matters.
Second. Yeah, exactly.
Up from 10th there. Impressive.
110. It is Dove. Where is he? He's in 5th place now. 202. Old Lost Harbour in the Aston. No, it's wrong driver. 302. Acid House. See him in the chat a lot recently. And he goes into 13th. 848. 840, sorry. He was 8th with Lane Racing, pops himself into 8th. 17th place. Toby doesn't really need to, but he's still out there pumping and lapping. We'll see him dive into the pits. No, he's still going to put another lap. He's still on a lap.
Yeah, I've had a look at all these guys, they all seem to be improving.
True. Visibly seen Track it dry, and he did take a bit more out as well. 1.6 ahead of Morgan. Really close between 2nd and 3rd. Crazily close. 100th between them. 747 next coming across the line. Where did you go? Boost puts himself out. Boost at 6. That's nice. 202 is that? Oh, Old Lost Harbour. He goes into 2nd. 10.5 and then Trigger wraps it up. Where did Trigger go? He goes into 4th. So yeah, a few laps right at the death there. But despite the conditions, that is pretty damn close.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is are we going to see a repeat of the F1? I know Devils can claim that he's going to be doing some bottom bowling in the intercurrent race later, but then we're going to have to go here and cause some upset, or is it all going to come down to strategies? Trigger going to go for his usual stop at the end of the first lap and see how many places he can make up. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Jim. he is pretty damn quick. Can't see him in. I mean, Morgan was really quick last season. He was competing with Bennett. Well, you can see he's holding the #1 badge at the moment, which actually brings me nicely to the current standings. So, which Morgan is actually 13 points out in the ahead of Trigger, but Trigger did actually have a race ban and a quali ban. So he said that is quite impressive. Could we see someone with double head up? Don't think we've seen anyone. No, don't think we've seen anyone have both titles at the same time. So, and then we've got Hammer making his return recently in the last few months. Actually in 4th place, much better showing this season to last. Although he did stick with the Chevy. Who else? I can see there's a few names we need to get out of that list. But, you know, real surprises. Surprises. I was just about to talk about Sarosa. I'd expect Sarosa to be pushing for the top 10. But it is really tight in that mid-pack. So, and just 4 rounds to go, including this one. And then we'll jump to the team standings. So Blue Pasture in 1st place with 241 points. Red Trak Racing on 215, yep. And then Bump Drafters in 3rd place on 205. Extremely close behind is Obsidian and Ram Raiders. Your team Masala Tango sitting in 5th place on 196 points. Green Goblins on 192. It's really close. Rocket Ronnies on 176. Fruity Tutti Fruity even. Excuse me. On 142 points. Golf Racing on 129 points. And Lost in Pace on 117. With some catching up to do. There we have it. So another 40 seconds and we'll get underway. Yep, you can say that again, Trigger.
30
Jensen
seconds.
even. Trigger is on a different planet this season.
20 seconds.
Yeah, it's all been in that strategy as well. He's been quite unfortunate at the start, making contact and the battle his way through, but he knows what he's doing, he's comfortable with it. But that's not going to be eligible tonight, I don't think. So it's all going to be, Toby can get away at the start, then he should be okay. Do the same as last week, but it's really all going to come down to these few laps at the start.
Where is Toby? Toby's, oh, he's only, oh no, sorry, he's in 13th at the moment, but he's only down as a reserve at the moment.
I believe he's got a full-time seat now. I will say, after looking at that kind of the Euro standings, the one driver that stands out for me is ACC, who hasn't had he hasn't been in the podium once, but he's sitting in 4th, so he's just consistent. He's always up there.
No, it's really strong, Neil. You're right. That's it's looking really good out there. Yeah, well, Toby is gonna make a push for the lead. He's still got time. Yeah,
One drive in the pits. Let's see who it is.
Try again. Hashtag Discord. I wonder if it's only because we still ain't got. Anyway, that's not working. Stupid thing. Where are we on the track? Long way to go. Really heavy, but it does look like it's going to Could dry for a second, but doesn't look like it's going to stay steadily wet. Basically, guys, I'm trying to set up commands so, like, when people come in asking questions. Yes, I know. Yeah, but I type the command as. If this works now, I'm so bloody embarrassed. I type the command as hashtag because I can't say exclamation mark properly. And it sounds like I'm having a. I go like that with it, so. That's why I went for hashtag.
Sounds like you have more luck with exclamation mark.
Yeah, exclamation mark. But here we go. Round 5 of 9. 8. I've got a massive wall calendar in front of me, so. Right, okay, cheers. I'll get you up. Right, I'm with you. Thank you, sir. I'll sort that out. Let's hope for a boring race I can sort it out. But green light, and Toby gets the drivers underway. Need a chasing pack. He'll use every inch of the track as well. He has problems. Turn 1. Hungaroring, but it looks pretty clean at the moment. Can't really make out the biggest winners and losers at the moment.
No, everyone's held possession very well.
Looks pretty clean. Got one straggler, car 61. Ooh,
Yeah, he came to the pits.
Looks like Old Lost Harbour's got the move done on Toby. Toby under pressure from Trigger now. Also putting, Toby putting pressure on Old Lost Harbour. Just ahead of Dove. Tucked in behind Morgan at the moment. It's a great start from Old Lost Harbour. Quiet addition, but a fast addition since he's joined.
He just came in, put his head down and produced some brilliant results.
Just tuning in, guys, smash that like button. And if you're just joining us for the first time, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. The algorithm is real. Not the algorithm. So,
I thought we were. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I was going to say I thought we were licking the like button.
No, we're smashing it tonight.
Oh, smashed it tonight. Sorry there. What a move from Toby there. Up the inside in the final corner. Absolutely brilliant. Just shows how much downforce that KTM has got compared to the Aston, but we see the Aston just come back at it on the straights. Oh, and Toby's went deep.
And so did Morgan. Morgan went really deep there. To rejoin safely. Not ideal there. It is slippy as hell. And he's dropped behind. HMO, is that? McLaren?
Yeah, I believe so. But it was just see Toby go right through the inside as Odd Lost just gets it on the curve and glides a wee bit, but holds it. He's still chasing after Toby.
Still going to get you to do that soundbite. Guess you just read the chat.
Yep.
So Toby has recovered from that not so great start. Now Old Lost Harbour's going to have Trigger to contend with. ain't going to want to wait around as well. He ain't going to want Toby to pull too much of a gap. Never miss a stream, that's right. Hit that ding-a-ling bell. Oh, I've just jumped on board with Goose getting it wrong. Oh. That was Viper really cautious there. Really
Yeah,
get away
Goose has been
braking
right
on the
up.
straight.
Yeah. It's been all over Viper from the start. As if we've got someone off further back. Looks like Danny. I don't know what happened there. I think he just spun it on the straight, possibly. Might have been contact.
Harper's in Porsche. Is it front?
Yeah. Porsche just gets absolutely swallowed up there.
Oh. Carrying a lot of downforce. Yes. Who's that? So Chevy, that's ACC.
So Weed and Morgan going side by side. He's going to hold the inside line for this next corner, should get the move done. Oh, very respectful. He gives Morgan the room and Morgan's just going to say thank you very much and take it at the next corner, I'd imagine.
Oh, really bunched up. Up ahead with Goose, Weed. Who's that's in the Ginetta there? It's hard to tell. I know it's in the. There is Ginetta.
That's Morgan.
Morgan's pulled on further back. He mess up and really push as they go 2 by 2 through the Lorenzo straight. Wow.
Oh,
And it's big tank slapper there. And Viper does well to avoid heavy contact. There's a little tap. Yeah, I did just start to notice a bit of a dry line on the racing line. Harper's doing a good job of fending off Trigger at the moment. Trigger deciding to stay out. Clean enough air. Hammer pressuring Dove at the moment. Oh, as he goes wide on the final corner.
As you see, Carper's get it wrong in the last corner as well. Axie's all over him here. Hopefully get that move done on the straight.
I don't know, that seems to be holding him off now. Axie's going to have to be heavy on the brakes, trying to get it stopped. He does a good job. Really good job. Carper's in his dust.
Acid does make you fancy we run at Carper's here.
And we've got Goose that needs 2 of teammates, so nice teamwork there by the young boys there. Viper's now having a look, so not Viper, sorry. Carper's is now having a look. No, it wasn't. Morgan! It was Morgan having a look.
I don't know how much maybe damage Carper's has, but just doesn't seem to be going forward at all. He's got a big queue of guys down behind him as we sign almost looking for a move around the outside of the chicane there on Acid House, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars all just punched up behind Morgan. Acid House, sorry.
Acid House, I'm going to look up on the inside. No, but he's got a massive train, as you said. Carpenter's is going slow. Forecast is saying 2 and 7 minutes. It will keep drying in the next 5 minutes, I should say.
With these conditions, it could end up being a 2-star race possibly if it dries up enough for slicks and then goes back to wets, but track definitely still too wet for that transition yet, but we'll see what happens. Oh, we've got Mick running into the pits. he think there's a dry line possibly, he's going to test it out. And see what he can do.
Straight before the week's out. So Morgan now is at the front of this straight because Carpus has caught up with them. Looking at the rest of the pack with him. He's got 8-9 cars in his pack at the moment.
If you're Goose or Weed Flaming, you just kind of try to have a temporary truce and run away from Morgan. Got to be the best plan of action, really. See what we do.
Morgan's made a mistake. Like, really, really respectful. A couple of times you've seen him get off the throttle, get on the brakes, get evasive. But he could be hurting him a bit because he does look pretty fast tonight.
This is our first penalty of the evening. Go to the big run, too fast into the bits. He's very, very lucky as well. You don't get penalties across the white coming out of the pits because there's no intention of sticking to that, I don't think.
A couple of cars have dropped off this train now, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars running in this train at the moment, which Morgan currently is leading. 7/10 off the pace, 2 cars in front of them. Right, stop back there, turn 1 Hungaroring, no end of trouble. Actually got a track map, but there's actually no names on these cars. So I think those of you are watching in 1080, so if it's not come up on 1080 on your screen, go to that settings button on the screen and go to 1080. Looks a lot better. Great start to the race, for sure.
Absolutely, been very easy to watch. You see some more moves going on in this train, and we'll split up a wee bit.
Yep, everyone's got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Hungaroring does usually give. Oh, Viper stuck up on the inside. It was a bit naughty, really, from this angle, but we didn't see it all. Oh, more contact. Oh, it looked like a shunt there. Viper got clean wiped out. Absolute passenger. I didn't call him a spectator because he would not have seen that coming. He would have just had that blip on the radar. He got T-boned by Carpers as Carpers got punted. We didn't see.
It was Acid House, I believe.
Outbrakes
This is the
himself.
smallest of taps.
That's what we need in the braking phase, though. I think he needed to be punted up the track. Oh, and more contact. Oh, this is going to be all over YouTube. But Hammer's still putting some pressure on Dove. So he's pulled out a 12-second gap over the trigger. What does he do on a Sunday?
Very good question. Right. Critical news here if you're driving. The track is now damp and it's going to turn into even lighter rain in about 7 minutes time.
Got Hammer, thinks better of it. This is the very track where we saw Hammer pull that incredible move at the tricky turn 4. Don't know, there's still some wet patches out there. Might be able to get, yeah, even what Dove just did there, running it out on the curb, get away with it, pick up some of the moisture, pull the tyres down. I think you might get a few more laps out of them.
Yeah,
don't want to be the first to jump.
So I was going to say that we've got a first retirement. Carper's speeding penalty, and he just came out the pits and just jumped straight back in.
Yeah, Hungaroring, one of them pits that do mess people up.
In comes Morgan.
Jason Morgan is going to be the first to jump.
Oh no.
So
That looked close. Some code.
It's not locked down anymore.
Oh, yes, it isn't, so it isn't. JV McKell as well, he's reserved for tonight. He's also jumped in, following Morgan. And Danny, he's also ready to follow in, last season's champ. Hammer all over Dove as well here.
No, Jonas, we call them dropouts in the admin chat, we call them retirements on chat stream. Or Ricks.
Even better name for them.
This is a nice little battle going on between Goose, Hammer and Dove.
Oh, it seems to be on different line and braking points compared to Dove. He's just having to adjust for it and it's throwing him right off. Dove goes extremely defensive.
Oh, Goosey! He can't move anywhere at the moment. That's it, he's got a bit of room. It's going to be so frustrating. Goose should have got off the throttle, I'd say there. I could see a penalty coming now from this. I know we're looking from far away, but it did look like he got back on the power.
Yeah, it was just kind of unfortunate there. Pierce wasn't expecting Dove to go defensive, which slowed Hammer down, and Hammer just was not on the throttle where Goose expected. Unfortunately, there's nothing really malicious there, I don't think, but unfortunately it's going to drop Hammer right in order. Danny is still in the pits.
Weapons just gone really deep from turn 1. And Simon the Aston's got a really good drive on the... Oh, come on, this is getting clumsy, guys. I know the conditions are tricky. But here's a top tip. The car in front of you is braking a lot earlier. Don't brake right behind them. Just saying.
Yeah, just pull out.
Just change your line. Change your brake line a little bit. Come in from a different angle if you need to. You're following right behind, and you don't always know where they're going to brake either as well. They might not feel confident going into the corner, or they might just brake check you.
Yeah. That's it. Brake check.
We've got another stop go for Hammer this time. So we don't get another retirement because he did come out in a good position. And Vipers, that's Simon, he's just got it wrong, so these tyres are becoming treacherous.
See Olaf almost like sliding it through there. The tyres were screaming out for help.
Yeah.
Didn't want to give anything else. Now it's brilliant move from Olaf down inside the Viper.
Luvion is into the pits. Yeah, but I
think
see it.
it's
I watch it every week, guys. Like, and this, maybe I should stop doing top tips just from a streamer's perspective and what I see. I see it week in, week out. People breaking on the same line, and then they collect each other. Like, if someone loses up in the exit of a corner, there's not much you can do. If you know what I mean, unless. But yeah, I think Bruce could have got off the throttle because it looked like he did, and then he got back on the throttle. But that's from up here. We do have the lag issues. They do jump about a bit when two cars get close to each other.
Yeah, and the thing as well really is if you're falling in, Goose was in that position, he couldn't have gotten the throttle, he couldn't have went round him because he's that close. If he steers left or right, he could end up sending Hammer spinning.
Yeah.
Even worse than what he would have done putting the throttle on. You've just got to brake and just deal with the fact you're going to lose out all of the time.
You can't, yeah, if you've not got past them, you've got to wait. You can't get. Sometimes you know you can outbrake. Just take a lap or two to study them and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if you might have already been following them, and then take your opportunity as boost once again. But to be honest, that's different though, because Dove was really struggling on the exit there, and he did get off the throttle.
Yeah, I think if you're up front, it's definitely time to start thinking about coming in. Guys seem to be going quicker and quicker, and if you're Goose, absolutely, maybe think about dropping by the pits.
Yeah, he's
Are we undercutting Dove?
Definitely got pace. He'll be up there for the podium. So I stay out again. He's probably his thing at the moment. He feels like he's got pace just being held up. If he comes in, you don't know. It's an unknown when you come
Yeah.
on even a damp track. At the moment, he knows the feeling in that car, and he's going to have a good opportunity going into turn one this time. Janetta is not good. Oh, that was smart there by Goose.
He's been listening.
Yeah, smart move. That was much cleaner. So sometimes, yeah, it's about outspeeding your driver over. Sorry, outsmarting your driver and trying to outspeed them.
Yeah, learn them. It's especially when you're driving with the same guys over the course of the season.
Yeah.
You'll know what they like to do, what moves they like to make, and where they like to brake for late, early, swing it right in. You get to know how it is. You just get to use that knowledge and build it up, and then that's really going to get you good results.
Do you know what's funny about common sense, Chris? It's not that common.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if I was Goose, I'd stay on it for while he's pulling a gap and chasing down. I'd react to I've lost. No, I was Goose.
Yeah.
And I'd be trying to pull a bigger gap over the pack behind me as possible because I feel he's going to pin penalty inbound. I'll be wrong a lot.
Yeah, it depends how the stewards decide it.
And both Dove and We Flaming come into the pits.
Absolutely the correct decision.
So Hammer is taking his penalty and he's back out there. Fair play to him. Showing good mentality out there and maturity. I don't know how old he is, that could be offensive.
You regretted that as soon as you said it.
Yeah. It'd be funny with like 36 pictures, mate. We've got a couple of other cars as well. Olaf's into the pits. And then we've got Morgan coming round, who is leading the pack at the moment of those who have pitted. We've got a helicopter in the middle there, I've just spotted that.
I don't know, I'm on board with the thing, because I think I'm on board with the helicopter thing. We'll see that it was 34.7, I believe. Oh, yeah, he's catching Olaf. Oh no, Olaf's in the pits, that's not maybe of much use, actually.
Oh, so he's going to get past, who was that?
There's Illuvian.
Illuvion. So he's up into 9th place at the moment.
I think Morgan's actually lost out there. Because Illuvian was back.
Well, Morgan was looking pretty slow, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that. Hard to compare. The race leader, he's came back by again, as we've got Trigger. Trigger has quite literally pulled the trigger and is into the pits. And that looked pretty quick coming in.
So far, I'm not even going to respond, I'm just going to say, you know what I'd say.
Yeah. So, Odd lost his followed Trigger in, and Axie's followed him as well. For Sipex,
Goose has stayed out.
Yep, Sipex was thinking about it, he was straddling that pit entry line and then signs, yep, time to go in. Oh, there's 2 cars not quite stopped yet.
Straddling.
Goose and Toby.
That's the word of the day there, straddling.
I knew there was a word I wanted to use, but I couldn't quite think of it, so I had to stall a wee second. I thought, that's it, straddling.
This is a place to get them words out that you've never thought you'd be able to use before.
Halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Yeah, you can really kind of show off here.
How often do you use straddling?
I don't think I've ever straddled anything in my life. I've ever used that word before, but I thought, we'll throw it in tonight, see how it goes.
I want to know about your part of life, man, we've got it's settled down, but it's not boring by any means.
No, absolutely not. As we've got
yeah, well, definitely not now, because Old Lost Harbour's just come out right in front of Weave Flame Racer, who had to check his speed somewhat.
Yeah, I think if you're Goose or Toby, get in the pits, and Toby hasn't. He's got a bit less to worry about losing positions than Goose has. Goose needs to come in. Can he come in? Thought about it. He came in. Right decision, I think. It seems like the rain's maybe a wee bit lighter. I'm not attempting that. No way. That wound up as a soundbite.
This is a lovely battle that's been brought on by the pits. We've got Bruce into the pits as well. We take a lot of that inside curve and he gets away with it. He got some good traction out the corner as well, but it is drying. But
well, that's the thing with the Chevy, it can just eat those corners. It's a bit like a GT4 equivalent of the Bentley, although it's just not quite as good as the Bentley in dry conditions. But it can just quite literally eat the curbs and not seem to have a problem with it. And we've got someone's dropped out there, 414 I think that was, I think. We've got
I can do a good Borat, I can do a good African, but I cannot do a good Army.
And here's Goose.
And he's going to feed right into it. Oh, and he comes out with his elbows out, didn't he? The boy straight off.
He stuck to his line and
yeah, he didn't do anything
very,
wrong.
very close. Toby into the pits as well. And Goose looks like he's going to have it to do all over again. He's going to lose out another place to Illuvion possibly.
Yeah, greasy track now, so it's going to be slightly better than damp, I'd imagine. Just got to watch out for them wet lines and then curbs. Start getting a bit brave, trying to pull a gap.
So this big train here is going to be third place.
Just want to find out how good your base setup is.
Yeah. Have you suffered in that first part?
Conditions, heavy lap. And, well, it's just to make things more interesting. 7 minutes, rain's going to increase. What? You put this
lovely.
on full random, haven't you? No, well, there's no wind.
Oh yeah, oh wow.
Yeah.
Shug, can you remotely add some wind without resetting server?
Shug, can you Discord me what servers, what settings you've put on the code?
They're brilliant then.
It's because it works out really, really well. To be honest, the last GC3 dynamic turned out, apart from Pro again.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm not going to be around for Intercon tonight, so I believe our trusted friend Big Al is going to stream over on his channel. So if you want to tune in, so just jump onto Discord and just see where the link. We'll put a link on. Can we see what the type? No, I don't think we can we? Dry. I'd imagine they're all going to be on dry.
Yeah.
I'm not going through all 18 drivers, sorry, Jensen.
Well, can we say that? Because I'll happily go through. Oh wait, I can. Well, it looks like triggers in the wet.
Okay.
It says wet.
Surely going to cost some time.
So triggers in the wet, odd loss in the dries.
Okay, Davies just pointed out there was a stronger wind earlier on in the race.
Yeah, there was something at least earlier. We've got Weed Flaming, he's in the dries, but you did get a wee bit wrong there.
Ooh, really bunching up together again. What's the angry face for? Tux? Oh, nice. Really enjoying watching this battle between, we've got Old Lost Harbour all the way down to see Axie in 9th, so 3rd to 9th. 18 minutes to go. Oh, it looks like an angry one on the face. It's like, what's he kicking off for? Not again. Move, it is as Weed goes wide, recognising the move was coming from Dove. See, this is where drivers have got more and more wary of each other, I think.
Right.
Great driving performance so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty decent. But this battle, or this train, could now go for second place. Because the Odd Lost Harbour is wheeling triggering a second a sector. So in a couple laps time, they're going to be right up behind Trigger. Because he's left in the wets. Intentional or accidental, we don't know, but that's not going to be good for him.
He's going to increase weather, so at the end of the race it could come back to him again.
He just needs to keep it defensive, keep it slower. Not intentionally hold up the guys, but play it defensively, and then in the straights just get that foot down and try and survive. Until the rain picks up again, that you've got that enough of a level playing field or advantage to just hold off fair and square. You know, it seems as if he's slow in the kind of gap now. But not decreasing as fast as it was.
And Wade gets it a bit wrong on the exit. Turn 13. This is look at the snake. They're snaking down the straight. This is great. Do you know when I first started doing this, I was watching GT3 and GT4 racing. I was thinking, how good would it be to see the guys following the same driving lines and everything like that? We are there, like not already,
Yeah.
but we are there.
No, some of the driving, it's absolutely outstanding. It's just brilliant to watch. That's why I love doing comms every week. It's absolutely amazing. Week in, week out. Always something going on, whether it's strategy or whether it's just brilliant to watch.
I'm getting a bit erratic. Through turn 3. One of the scariest corners that turn 3 coming up. Round there, really tight hairpin, and you pick it round, hoping you get that apex right up that curve. Full throttle.
Dating the cars further down the grid. You've got Olaf and you've got Olaf and who are battling it out. Just ahead of them, you've got another wee trade in Sipex, JV Raquel and Viper. So not much happening. There's still spaced out enough that there's not going to be too much going on as we see someone's off the track and do this big run. Yep, he's in the wall. He's done a Max Verstappen. Is that it for him? I think it could be. Yep, there he goes.
So another white flag. We do often see retirements. It's one of them races that you don't get annoyed by retirements because can easily go wrong.
Yeah.
It's a tricky track, tricky conditions. If we see fly putt sideways, but just about holds onto that Chevy.
Dove going up the inside of Wheat here.
Oh, and there's a move it because I've just switched battles. Oh, dove, settle down, my friend.
You can tell he wants it, doesn't he?
Oh, of course he does. He's fighting well for it. He just needs to be careful not to take weed out. It's tricky. It's not easy.
Nope. And I've got good news if your name's upside down trigger, because the rain is going to continue to get heavier and the wind's picking up again.
Okay. It does seem to, well, he's just 8 tenths in front. Yeah. But you can see that drying line slowly turning darker. They're doing the hate. Oh no, I think that might be doing races and needing to promote something darker. Something that would have been funny 15 years ago.
And something that would probably get demonetised on YouTube at the current time.
Yeah, YouTube probably demonetised channel.
Oh dear. I think you're spot on there. Are you down in the paddock watching? You going to join in? Here goes Trigger and Odd Lost. Trigger takes it inside line, but Odd Lost is just so late in the brakes, he's just going to sweep it around outside.
So much more grip. Plenty more traction on the exit. But Triggy is a feisty customer.
So the wind's picked up even further now, albeit by 1 kilometre an hour, but something. In case anyone wants to know, Toby is still leading this race. He is still out there, he is still putting laps in. He is just on it.
I've got just under 12 minutes. It's ridiculous, isn't it, Tux?
How often do you see places 2 down to 9 all in the one camera shot with 11 minutes to go, all fighting for position, one big train?
Yeah, I think we've only seen it once or twice on BoATV. It's pretty rare, and it just shows the quality we've got on show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen 1 or 2 daft mistakes, but on the whole, it's been great racing. Trigger now under pressure. This is really going to hurt his title chances. He's dreaming for a bit of rain, but it could come. It could come. That drying line is disappearing.
And the wind's getting stronger, and the rain's going to keep getting heavier.
Yeah.
Going back to what medium rain would you call that? It's light rain just now.
I think that's just going back to rain. It's
yeah.
Screen, it's like drizzle at the moment.
There's light rain just now, but it's not going to be heavy. But it's going to be a couple of minutes to go.
Oh, is that trigger gone? He's gone, he's into the wall. Grip run out for him, unfortunately.
Maybe I don't want more rain after all.
Carrying hefty whack of damage there, though. Nursing that car home. Dog right now. He does the Lorenzo approach.
Officially though, Morgan's gone through it, and Morgan's going to extend his gap to the top of the championship now. How much Trigger can do.
Trigger's like a home. Not over because he's not our battling, but he's got him behind him. He's tricky. You know where he gets in the ice?
Oh, it's wild. Oh, you jinxed it there. Oh, you've not seen it, have you?
Yeah, I've just seen him spun.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, actually went into the back of Trigger. Similar, I think, to the kind of Goose, where it was just too close, on the same line, and then it was Goose just get caught up in all of it. Goose has gained 2 places.
I normally tell what somebody's body language is like for the way they're driving.
Yeah.
Pretty good, to be fair. That looks slanted through the brake face. You do see it. Have you noticed that? No, there's no. I don't think there is red mist.
Oh, I think everyone's been quite calm.
He actually looks pretty calm. He's not throwing her about. I say that. It's a steering wheel.
Catch up with Goose, but I'll tell you one thing. I think Odd Lost might have got it a wee bit wrong somewhere, because all of a sudden he's got Weeds and Dove all right behind him now. And yeah, through goes Weed.
Sleepy Laird on his home track tonight. Yes, Trigger is on wets. So he gambled. And unfortunately didn't pay off.
Well, he's not completely out of it yet. Actually, wind's picking up and it's getting wetter, but he's going to have a decent bit of damage now.
Yes, he's going to need a small miracle at the moment.
But with how close these 5 cars are here, Odd Lost puts a...
What's his position? Well, he's going backwards at the moment.
Yeah. I wish these other cars are even further backwards than these. Could be quite good for him.
Great race.
Yeah, but we'll have to see on Tuesday night. finish off the weekend of racing.
But yeah, Big Al will be streaming with the Richie. So go and check out the link in Discord after this race. We've got a handy at the moment. Can't turn away from being cameraman at the moment. We've got a battle in the background between Ulivon, sorry, and Morgan. So Morgan's dropped backwards again. Good news for Trigger. So the wet conditions are making things, and just to say that, it's just turned to damp. So, and it's going to keep getting wetter until the last lap.
And the rain's going to get a lot heavier in 2 minutes. These guys are on dries. All it takes
Trigger's
is...
in the battered car, but he's on the right tyres.
Yeah. So... but what we're saying is anything could happen, really. Expect the unexpected.
Cheers, surfer. My point. Hello. That's better. I had the game turned down. What? Talking like anyone knows what I'm talking about. the game, dear? What is this? So Olaf in 13th. He's trying to claim back a position from back out. Acid House pressuring ACC. So we've got battles up and down the grid still.
Yeah, everyone's spaced out a bit, but also at the same time, not. Yeah. Well, if you want, when we look at odd lost, considering his odd loss goes deep, and Olivia will say thank you very much and just stream right through. Olivia, odd lost almost going out the back on the straight.
Old loss really struggling with his conditions. That mic's a bit loud now.
He was running 17th, but they've dropped out.
Who dropped out, sorry?
I can't remember, whoever it was that was running 17th.
So Dove pressing Weed Flaming Racer still. I just turned away from something.
No, I just noticed Trigger's must have had another off because he's now dropped behind Acid House and Axie.
I think this has been the most perfect conditions we've seen so far.
Yes, as much as a pain for everyone that's driving.
Oh yeah, don't worry about them.
Well, I'm worried about them because it's going to mean about everything.
Yeah, well then you worry about them. Well, you don't worry about them, you just worry about you. This has been great.
Yes. Definitely want to watch back again on Thursday night and Friday night. Next night's no racing.
Yes, if you're not watching racing, why not watch? If you're not racing, why not watch racing on Thursdays and Fridays when we're not streaming? We're not actually have a night off. And I'll be streaming on something else.
We got a wee bit of Rocket League or something going on in this.
Sorry?
We got a wee bit of Rocket League or something going on.
Yeah, if you like a bit of Rocket League as well, come and join us. Do that on the weekend. Get a few of us together on Saturday night usually. We should do a little tournament thing.
Yeah. Get something going. It's just so...
Oh, this could be Dub's opportunity. Weeds giving him as little room as possible. Just about what was fair. And Weed was always going to come back across to make the apex. So everything looks fair and square at the moment. Really great racing. These two have had comings together, so it's awesome to see them driving together like this. And as Dove nearly gets it wrong.
Yes, we're going to the second to last lap now, penultimate lap.
Yep, ladies on the last lap, I reckon. You are correct. Servi.
So Duff needs to just keep it nice and close around this last corner, not try and go wide like he has just done there a wee bit. Although he's got it back on. He's just sitting in the slipstream. He probably won't have enough space in that Janetta to do anything.
What's Weed doing?
That's what I was thinking. That's only going to help out Duff.
Yeah, that's not going to help you at all, yeah? And he's squirrely under braking as well. Oh.
The rain is coming down.
Yeah, sometimes it don't surf if it's not 100% sure if you're gonna complete a lap or not. I think it gives you like a 20-second buffer.
It did actually come through. That's what.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
It was just.
I
It was just
don't have no sound.
That's why I was so confident about saying that.
That makes sense now.
Duffy's channel is in our glare here.
This has been a solid battle. I say that these two have had comings together before. We all saw that, dude. So leaders finished the race. Well done, Toby, on a ridiculously quick performance.
It's just... Oh, he was so squirrely there and Duff couldn't capitalise. What could he do here in the last sector?
Duff's been like really great at keeping behind. Remember, everyone was complaining last season that he was punting people, and look at what he's doing this season. We're not all haters.
One more corner for Weed.
Yeah. Oh, he throws it round as well. Is he having a laugh? What a race from them boys. And Becca, thank you for the follow-up. Welcome to BoATV. So Morgan and Old Lost Harbour have just brought it home. Boost Goose, or Boa Goose, and Axie. And then Acid. We've got Trigger. And then who's unfortunately still brings it home in the top 10, but already ruined his title challenge. Took the gamble, didn't quite work out. Probably wanted another 10 minutes.
Big shout out to Weed coming through from 10th to get to 2nd, and Oliver on as well. He came from 13th to get up to 4th.
Solid performance.
It shows for those who are racing next. It's all about that pit stop and keeping it clean.
That's what she said. Backo's going to complete the race. And that was thoroughly entertaining. Thoroughly entertaining. Well done, Toby.
Absolutely.
You're not getting driver of the day. That's ridiculous. 50 seconds. It's a minute. It's ridiculous. I don't know, yeah. I think he needs to be tested for like some sort of... If he's an actual alien. Because that is insane.
Yeah, I mean... We'd like to call the fast drivers aliens, but
no, that's extraterrestrial, mate.
Yeah, he's came out in the car that no one picks because it's not that it's so bad, but
it's
not exactly the quickest in the grid, and he does that.
So, but yeah, well done, Weed and Dove on a great battle. So, as I said, Dove clearly showing massive improvements. Always been quick. But he bided his time. Unfortunately, his opportunity didn't come but he did make a good go of it. Hashtag go ballast, yeah. Just a good shout there, Surf. But yeah, thank you very much. So we will be back tomorrow night, possibly with my POV. Might not be racing though, but for the full night's racing, we'll be back on Saturday for the GT3. As I say, we'll be going on to BOA Big Al's Twitch channel. So jump onto Discord after the race and we'll get the link up for you. Thank you, Masala, for a great com session, and good luck out there.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Look forward to the next time.
So, but yeah, thank you once again, and we'll see you all definitely Saturday night. Bye bye.